always doing something within the community to make it a better place, especially for the children. He has an exciting event coming up on the 17th, and I'd like to welcome the founder of the Perna Foundation for Kids, Al Perna, to the KTU Cares program. Good morning to you, Al. So what have you been doing since I saw you last?
I'm loving you, loving KTU.
Aw, thank you, Al, but I know you've been doing a lot.
So much, man. Tree lightings. We had all kinds of Christmas stuff for the kids to get ready. The Thanksgiving, we did a big food drive. We had so much food on the food drive I did.
Yeah.
That the church and people were turning us away. We had so much. I had trucks and trucks full. I did this all on Facebook, you know. I just put it up on Facebook. I said, listen, anybody, anywhere, help me. I'll come pick it up. I got trucks. Just Facebook me. I put my phone number in there. People just tell me, Andrew, just come pick up. The sheriff's department did some stuff. People in schools in Long Island. I was driving for 3 days.
Al, I really don't know how you do it.
A lot of people out there do help. They do want to help because, you know, you need to drive. And you know what I do? I drive people to do it. It's like people like you. See the energy you got?
Yeah,
you see
about all the different things that you do and how you really tie the community together.
It's the energy. See the way you have your energy? That's like me. I go crazy. I get a little nuts sometimes, like with the tree lighting we just had.
Yeah.
We have another tree lighting. I just bring kids together.
Every time I look at your Facebook, Al, which they can find you under Al Perna, you're doing something. And you're also working on a walk coming up, maybe in the springtime.
I'm doing a big walk in New York City for the cancer kids for Sloan Kettering next year.
Do you have details yet on that, Al?
We're going to find out. We got a meeting at Mateo's in Howard Beach. All the big guys are going to come there with their team, and we're going to talk about everything, how we're going to do this. They already gave us the street clothes, and I think it's going to be sometime in March or April.
Okay. So more details to come on that big, exciting event, Al. But there's another reason why I brought you onto the KTU Cares program today. Give a little bit of a background about yourself and the Perna Foundation for Kids.
Grew up in Corona. I did all my my schooling there. And next thing you know, I'm still in Corona as I got older.
Mm-hmm.
I had a construction business. I had a pizzeria. I just helped myself making money and trying to do things for people. And the way I started the foundation was I had a barbecue inside a park that's in Corona called the W.F. Moore Park, William F. Moore Park. Everybody called it years ago Spaghetti Park because it was all a bunch of Italians.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do a barbecue. So I went out, bought about $500 worth of sausage and meats and everything. Next thing you know, guys were handing me money. You spend money, here's $5, here's $100. So next thing you know, I got like $1,000 over budget in my pocket. So I said, you know what? I got to do things for kids. So I opened up the Perna Foundation for Kids, and that's when I started working with the kids. I started helping kids if they needed something, like families that needed medicine. I started that way. I started going to autism schools and doing parties for them because then I also opened up an entertainment company that has a DJ, clowns, face painting because it was costing me money to get other people to come in to do this. So I got 3 daughters. So I said, you know, guys, we're going to do a face paint. You're going to dress up as a bunny. You're going to dress up as a clown. And we're going to go help these kids and make them laugh and have fun with these kids. And they started it with me. And then it just grew and grew and grew. And I started doing all kinds of things for kids. Anything I could do for a kid, if I could do it, I'll do it. Like 2 weeks ago, somebody called me up and asked me, he said, my daughter's on suicide watch. And my insurance doesn't pay for this medicine. The government's not giving me money. I need at least 3 months of help. Could you help me? No problem. I went through, make sure everything was right, legit, you know.
Right.
And I wrote a check for $1,000, you know. So whatever comes into the book goes out to the book. Plus, I work with Ron Darling, too. He did his RD Foundation because he's for juvenile diabetes.
Right.
He found out about me somehow, and his manager or promoter called me up. His name is Don, and says, Ron Darling wants to talk to you. So we had lunch, and he goes, I want to put you on board with me because I see all the stuff that you do for kids, and I want you to push my next event and be there with me.
What?
That's what I said. So I said, are you kidding me? So I sat down with Ron Darling, and he just got up. He invited me all over the place. He just says, Al, I feel you like me. You like to do things for kids. So we've been working together with a couple of things, and he's put me on his board for the juvenile diabetes. He's got a monster foundation.
Oh, yeah. I've heard quite a lot about it.
Yeah, his is huge.
Al, you have a lot of great things going on, as always, but yesterday something really cool happened. What happened? What did you do?
We had the event that was at Target on Queens Boulevard with Shop with a Cop that we gave $1,500 in gift certificates to 15 kids, which went out on their spree and went shopping with their family to spend that $100 for Christmas for themselves. And that was from the Perna Foundation for Kids, and sponsoring was Target. and that was a great event.
Was this the first year you've done this, or?
Well, I worked with Target last year also. We do a carnival with Target. Target comes in and we get the Flushing Meadow Park. Also on the Parks Department.
Oh, wow.
So the Flushing Meadow Park. So I work with Estelle Cooper, the commissioner there, and she helps us out with kids and my functions that I have there, because we don't have a big area sometimes. So in the summer, I get my DJ equipment, I get all the kids together, I get clowns, balloons. They got the merry-go-round down there. During the day, there's barbecue, there's games for the kids, we do face painting, we give out the T-shirts, we do the hula dances, and we give out prizes for the best winners. We just make kids happy. We just let them come in and just have a good time.
Let them be kids.
Gotta be kids. But this big event that I'm doing on December 17th.
Yeah, what's going on, Al?
Well, I got Jersey Licious helping me. We're doing this big place. This place is called Studio 12. This guy has got a great heart. He's given us the whole place, and it holds about 400 people, and we're going to have people come in with toys for kids, and we're going to have food. It's going to be $10 with a toy to get in, $15 without a toy, and then you come in, you hang out. There's going to be food there. They're going to have music. It's going to be like a real club scene.
And where's it going to be again, Al?
This is at Studio 12. It's in Hempstead.
Al, how can people reach out to you?
They can reach out to me on Facebook, which my name is A.L. Perna, P-E-R-N-A, or go to my foundation page, which is www.pernafoundationforkids.com, all one word.
Okay.
And they can call me up. My 800 number is there. I'll be glad to talk to anybody about anything, all the events that are coming up. All our events are happy. They're all great people that come, family people. They come and they hang out. I even do 18 to party, 21 to drink party. So I get all kinds of kids coming in, and then I'm also doing a pre-Christmas party for the kids. I got the one on the 14th, 15th, and then the 17th.
And those are all at different locations?
Different locations. And the one on 18th, that's a Sunday, I think, the Sunday too. We got one coming up on a Sunday for the little kids. That one's going to be at the VFW Hall in Corona, on 108th Street and Corona Avenue. And all the little kids will come in. We got to have Santa. We're going to make it a little personalized. It's going to be great. We're going to have little elves. We're going to have Santa. We're going to be music for them to dance.
There are so many things that you do for the kids, Al. It's overwhelming.
I guess somebody put me on this earth to do this, because people say you know what? I get on it. Some people say, Al, you get on it. I get letters in the mail. You get on it. And I go to all these things. I got on it by the Lions. I was Lion of the Year. I got so many proclamations from senators and dignitaries. It's unbelievable.
That's because you're doing amazing things in the community.
It's a great thing, but it's a beautiful thing. I put the Christmas trees up in my neighborhood, and I light them up. I do all the lights. I get on these trees. I get my guys to go on ladders that are 30 feet long, and they're putting up lights, and they pay out. You're crazy. I says, you know what? It's beautiful. The kids come by. They see it. They like it. You know, it's just a beautiful thing to see kids happy.
You're making your town, your borough, a better place to live in. You know what I mean?
Corona, I even brought back the feast in Corona. 40 years ago, they shut down this feast. I brought it back for the second time already, and it's getting bigger and better. I got people from all over calling me. I used to live in Corona. Now I'm coming back because the feast is here. You know, and people come back for that day, for those 3 days or 2 days that I do this. And people that I haven't seen, you sit down with them, and they know my great-grandfather, my grandmother grew up with your grandmother, and I'm saying, I can't believe this. I'm telling you, it is so free. I was standing in front of the restaurant in Corona the other day, and people got out of a car, like a family.
Yeah.
And there was another car behind them with another family in it. But then I found out they were all one, because they all got out. They started hugging and kissing each other. The guy gets up in front of the place, and he goes, you see that park there? I grew up in that park. There was never a bocce ball court in there. There was nothing. All was dirt. So I looked at the guy. I says, excuse me, what's your last name? He went, Colucci. I says, Colucci? Where'd you live? He says, 51st Avenue. I says, my grandfather grew up on 52nd Avenue, Perna. Perna, Michael? That was my father. He goes, oh, my God. He started talking to me. We stood outside for an hour with all his family.
Just catching up.
Talking about the feast, talking about the kids in Corona, talking about all the great things that were in that area where people were getting together. So then I told him that what I was doing, and he flipped out. He got me on Facebook right away. He actually called me up the next day, telling me it was a pleasure meeting you. I'm coming back to Corona. I'm bringing my grandson and my grandkids because this was my heart.
You're bringing the neighborhood back to the neighborhood.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring that neighborhood back and a lot of other places also. Because it used to be all family orientated. You know, I'm an old guy. I'm not an old guy. I'm 50 years old. We all used to stand in front of our house. People used to come with cookies and baking cookies together. Families used to come out, drink coffee with us, have, sit down on a stoop. You remember that?
I remember that.
And you can't even keep your window open. But I made Corona, that little park that the older people that come out at night in the summer, who brings cookies that are made? Who brings a coffee pot or a coffee thermos with coffee in it? Other people bring watermelons and fruit, and we have a picnic table, and all the older people sit there, and they sit, they watch it. I put music in the park now. There's speakers in the park with a stereo. They sit there, they relax, they play cards, the older people, pinochle, it's fun.
People catch up, they find out what's going on. But
yeah, nobody's afraid no more. And if there's a little problem, I belong under 110 precinct, I give a call to the commander. I said, excuse me, it's Al Perna. I'm having a problem in the park. We got a couple of drunk people in here that they're acting up. Boom. The cops come, give them a ticket, arrest them. Then the next time these guys see this, they know not to fool around.
Yeah, they don't act up.
They don't act up. They say, I'm not going to go to jail. I'm going to be nice now.
That's it. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, well, that's how it's got to be. There's always got to be that one person that's got to push the effect.
Well, you are the man, Al. There's no question about it. You do so much within the communities. Your energy's spreading all over the place. And every time you turn around, you're doing something else. I mean, my goodness, your Facebook page is ridiculous. There's so many things going on.
I didn't even put up half this stuff this week, but this Christmas is going to be wild.
So just for the KTU Cares audience, Al, just to recap, talk about what's going to be coming up leading up to the 17th.
There's something going on the 12th at the Copacabana.
Ooh.
That's Monday night. All right, yeah, it's $125 to get in.
Oh.
A portion of this is going to go to the Perna Foundation for Kids. Then the following week on this Friday night, the 16th, we got another Christmas party in Corona for the kids. The 17th, it's going to be at Studio 12. This is going to be for everybody, 21 and over. Hang out with Jersey Licious, Frankie, and his friends. It's going to be toys for kids. I can't say toys for tots because it's toys for kids.
Okay.
All the toys are going to go to the Perna Foundation for Kids, and these kids are going to get toys, which is going to be certain schools. I can't say the names, but certain schools, they have these trees that you just put the Christmas gifts under the trees, and certain kids get them that don't have nothing. And we're going to go around to the schools the next day or after a couple of days and bring them to these trees and give them to these homeless shelters. So it's going to be $10 to get in with a toy, $15 without a toy, and hang out with the Perna Foundation and also Jersey Licious. And there's going to be some other special DJs there that a lot of the people know. There's going to be an outside place where guys can smoke their cigars and hang out under a tent with the heat. So I'm trying to make it for everybody so all different types of people can come. We got car fellows that are going to be coming down, a bunch of good people.
Where exactly can you get all this information, Al, or where can people find you if they're hearing your voice right now, hearing you talk about all these great events?
I would like the people to go to my page, which is Al Perna. Facebook page me. Be my friend. See what I do. Come follow me. Also, go to my Perna Foundation for Kids website, and you also see some stuff. But the best way, Facebook, because everybody follows me on Facebook. People, they just talk about all my events. You'll see the pictures of the events. You'll see videos of the events.
Al Perna from the Perna Foundation for Kids, thank you so much for coming on to the KTU Cares program and talking about all the great things you've done to make your community such a better place for everyone. And have a great time at all of your upcoming events. You're the best.
Hey, listen, God bless you, Cindy, for what you're doing for me and helping me do this with these kids and putting my voice out there. It's just an honor to be with you and on KTU. God bless you guys, really.
Right back at you, Al. Keep up all your great work.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.